Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed Bilal from Sarkodha University. Our today's topic is ICT Chapter 5 Input and Output Devices. Here we'll first define what is an input. Input is an data and instruction entered into the memory of the computer. All input devices is any hardware component that allow user to enter data and instruction into a computer. Our first type of input device is a keyboard. A keyboard is an input device that contains keys user press to enter data and instruction into a computer. An enhanced keyboard has 12 or more function keys along the top and a set of arrow and additional keys between the typing area and the numerical keyboard. Function keys are special keys programmed to issue command to the computer. Next type of input device is a mouse. A mouse is a pointing device that fits comfortably under the palm of your hand. With the mouse, user controls the movement of pointer on the screen. Most desktop computer users today have some type of optical mouse, which uses device that emit and sense light to detect the mouse movement. Some use optical sensor and others use a laser. A air mouse is a new type of motion sensing mouse that, in addition to the typical button, allow you to control object, media players, and slideshows by moving the mouse in the predetermined direction through the air. For example, raising the mouse up might increase the volume of your media player. Our next type of input device is a trackball. A trackball is a stationary pointing device with a ball on its top or side. To move the pointer using a trackball, you rotate the ball with your thumb, finger, or a palm of your hand. In addition to the ball, a trackball usually have one or more buttons that work just like the mouse buttons. Another type of input device is a touchpad. A touchpad is a small, flat, rectangular pointing device that is sensitive to the pressure and motion. To move the pointer using a touchpad, slide your finger across the surface of the pad. Touchpads are found most often on the notebook computers, including netbooks and many tablets and PCs. Our next and major input device is a pointing stick. A pointing stick is a pressure-sensitive pointing device shaped like a pencil eraser that is positioned between keys on a keyboard. To move the pointer using a pointing stick, you push the pointing stick with a finger. Then we will discuss about touchscreen. A touchscreen is a touch-sensitive display device. Touchscreens that recognize multiple points of contact at the same time are known as multitap. The latest version of Windows operating systems provide increased support of computers with touchscreens. A recently developed touchscreen called Microsoft Surface is a 30-inch tablet display that allows one or more people to interact with the screen using these finger on hand. Touchscreens become more popular in our life nowadays. Next example of input device is an input pen. With pen input, you touch a stylus or digital pen on a flat surface to write, draw, or make selection. A stylus is a small metal or plastic device that looks like a tiny ink pen, but uses pressure instead of ink. A digital pen, which is slightly larger than a stylus, typically provides more functionality than a stylus. Featuring electronic eraser and programmable buttons, most digital pens, often simply called pens, and pressure sensitive. Now we will discuss about some other general input devices. Game controllers, game pads, joystick, and wheels. A joystick is a handheld vertical player mounted on a base. A wheel is a steering wheel type input device that you turn to stimulate driving a car, truck, or other vehicle. The next type is light guns, launch pads, motion sensing game controls. These all will help in entering data into the computer. Next type of input device is the digital cameras. A digital camera is a mobile device that allows users to take pictures and store the photograph image digitally instead of a traditional film. There are three types: studio cameras, field cameras, and point and shoot cameras. Voice input devices. Our next type of input device is a voice input device, audio input devices, video input devices, webcams, video conferences, and the last input device is scanners. Some input devices save user time to capturing data directly from a source document, which is the original form of the data. An optical scanner, usually called a scanner, is a light-sensing input device that reads printed text and graphics and then translates the result in a form of computer can process. A flatbed scanner works in a manner similar to the copy machine, except It creates a file of document in the memory instead of paper copy. The next type of input device is terminals. A terminal is a computer usually with limited processing power that enable user to send data to, to and or receive information from a host computer. Special purpose terminal performs specific tasks and contain features uniquely designed for use in the particular industry. Three special purpose terminals are point of sale terminals, automated test machines, and DVD kiosks.